Good afternoon all. How are you? I'm good. What about you? Yes. So this is Swapna, mathematics faculty from EduHunt IIT and NEET Academy. Right. So do you remember, children, what we have discussed in the last class? Yes. The concept based on the trigonometric identities, reciprocal function and quotient relations. It's quotient relations, right? Yes. So and I asked you to create some problems based on the explained concept. Yes. Yes or no? So today we are going to start the worksheet 5 of our textbook. Chalo, let's begin the session. Okay. Here we have a first question. An identity is an equation. An identity is an equation. So could you please tell me, we have actually 3 different identities, right? So what are the identities? Let's recall the concept. Just a minute. So what are identities? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. Next one is cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is also equals to 1. Correct? Next one is secant square theta minus tan square theta is equals to 1. So all these 3 are identities. So now our question gave like an identity is an equation. Of course it is getting equal. This is identity and it is getting equal to something, right? Yes or no? So that means it is a true statement, right? It is a true statement. Am I clear with the question? Of course, an identities are equations. Correct. So let's get back to next question. Find the correct trigonometric identity. Find the correct trigonometric identity. What are the correct trigonometric identity? And this question, out of 3 trigonometric identities, this was related to secant and tan trigonometric ratios. And what you are aware of trigonometric identity between the relation of secant square theta and tan square theta? This is the relation. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. This is my one of the trigonometric identity, right? So, but I couldn't found secant square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1 in the given options. Yes or no? So, that is the reason I am just writing secant square theta can be equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Correct? 1 plus tan square theta. Can you find out? Secant square theta is equals to 1 plus tan square theta. Even that option is also not there. So we can rewrite this equation or else in the form of, so if I want tan square theta, so tan square theta is equals to what I can write, 1 minus secant square theta. Correct? Even this option also I cannot found. This option also I cannot find. Just multiply with minus. Tan square theta is equal to something, it is visible, right? So let's check with next option, multiplying the whole equation with that minus. So what I will get, tan square theta minus of minus plus is equal to, this will become minus 1 minus secant square theta plus will become plus secant square theta. So that means tan square theta is equals to secant square theta minus 1. Correct? Secant square theta minus 1. So what is the options? Can you found this in the options? Tan square theta is equal to secant square theta minus 1. Of course it is option A. See, in the option C you have tan square theta minus secant square theta. This is wrong one, right? So first you have to get what is the second trigonometric identity? It should be secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Done. So am I clear with this? I am just rearranging the terms of the given equation. Understood? Clear, guys? Am I clear? Can I get back to next one? Yes, we'll get back to next question. Next question. Secant square theta minus secant square theta is equals to what? Secant square theta minus secant square theta is equals to what? So, of course it is 0, right? It's simple. Secant square theta plus and minus, it will be having same terms, right? So obviously the answer is 0. Secant square theta minus secant square 0 plus and minus will get cancelled. and the option is D. Correct? Yeah, we'll get back to next one. Next question. Find the distance between the sin theta comma 0 and 0 comma cos theta. Sin theta comma 0 and 0 comma cos theta. Right? So, what is the distance between 2 points formula? We know that distance between 2 points in the coordinate geometry we have learned. Correct? Distance between 2 points is under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the distance between 2 point formula. Right? This formula we will learn in the coordinate geometry. Right? Yes. So what are the given points here? This is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. Okay. So what are the 2 points here? Let x1 comma y1 is equals to sin theta comma 0. x2 comma y2 is equals to 0 comma cos theta. 0 comma cos theta. Let's substitute these 2 points in the given distance formula. Right. So what is the distance formula? Root over x2 minus x1. So what is x2? 0 minus sin theta whole square plus what is y2 minus y1? Cos theta minus 0 whole square. So what you will be having? 0 minus sin theta whole square is sin square theta. Correct? It will become sin square theta and this will become cos square theta. So what is the value of u? This is a trigonometric identity. Am I correct? So that will be your trigonometric identity. What is sin square theta plus cos square theta value becomes? Tell me. This always becomes 1. Sin square theta plus cos square theta value become 1. And obviously root 1 answer is also equal to 1. So let's explain about this problem once again. We have the 2 points sin theta comma 0 and 0 comma cos theta. Correct? So what I am going to do, here they were asking you to find out the distance between these 2 points. Distance between these 2 points can be calculated in the form of root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Correct? Yeah. So I am having x1 y1 and x2 y2. So I just substituted in the distance formula which I got sin square theta plus cos square theta. This is one of the trigonometric identity and root 1 is always equals to 1. Done? Have a glance of the problem so that we will be getting back to next one. Done? Can I get back to next question, guys? Chalo. If I am moving faster, just let me know, okay? Yeah. So what will be my next question? It is sin A minus cos A whole square is equal to what? Sin A minus cos A whole square is equal to what? So let's take this sin A minus cos A whole square is equal to, can we apply A plus B whole square or A minus B whole square? Yes, of course. A square sin A whole square is sin square A plus B square which is cos square A, B square minus 2AB minus 2 sin A cos A. Correct? A square plus B square minus 2AB which is of the form A minus B whole square. Right? So what do you know about A square plus B square? And this is a trigonometric identity. Correct? Sin square A plus cos square A always equals 1. Always equals 1. Correct? 1 minus 2 sin A cos A. 1 minus 2 sin A cos A. So what is the, is this is the answer? Let me check in the options. So child, you need to get habituated to get answer. Okay, it should be visible in the options. You need to get habituated for such type of answering the questions. Done? So what is the answer here? You got 1 minus 2 sin A cos A. Right? So where do you found in the options? It's option B, right? 1 minus 2 sin A cos A will be the option B. Am I clear with this, guys? Understood? Can I get back to next question? Sure. So what is my next question? If secant theta minus tan theta is equals to m, then secant theta plus tan theta is equals to 1 by m. Is it correct statement or false statement? Is it true or false? This was asked question. This is my given question. So let's prove this question. Okay. So which trigonometric identity is aware between secant and tan? Of course, it is secant square theta. We know that secant square theta minus tan square theta is equals to 1. One of the trigonometric identity. Let's highlight this. You should not forget. So, between secant, in the questions it is clearly visible. The given relation is about secant and tan theta. Correct? So, here I can see that secant square theta minus tan square theta is always equal to 1. Correct. So what I am going to do now? So this is can be written as a square minus b square. What is the formula of a square minus b square? Tell me. Yeah, it is secant theta plus tan theta. A plus b into a minus b. Correct? A plus b into a minus b, which is equals to 1. Which is equals to 1. Of course, right? The left side value, the right side value is always, it will be not changes, it will as usual, it is 1, and in this side I have written in the format of a plus b into a minus b. Clear? So here in the given question we have secant theta minus tan theta is equal to m. So let's substitute that value. Okay. So what is given? So this I will write as it is secant theta plus tan theta into what is this value? This as given as m, which is equals to 1, which is equals to 1. So I need to find out the value of secant theta plus tan theta, correct? Secant theta plus tan theta. So m is multiplying here. If you transpose to that side, it will become by division, correct? So what is, let's get back to question. What they have asked in the question, if secant theta minus tan theta is equal to m, then what is the value of secant theta plus tan theta, which is of course 1 by m, correct? And it may happens in the vice versa too. If secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1 by m, then what is the value of secant theta plus tan theta? Obviously it will be m. It will happen in vice versa. I hope I am clear with this question. Everybody? So let's get back to next question. Chalo. Yes. Yes, what will be my next question? See, find the correct trigonometric identity. This is one of the question. What is the correct trigonometric identity? Let's check. So, what are the three trigonometric identities you have? Cos square theta plus sin square theta is equals to 1. Similarly, cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equals to 1. Also, we have secant square theta minus tan square theta is also equals to 1. Correct? We have three trigonometric identities. But out of three, we didn't find any, right? We didn't find any here. Yes or no? So let's check. Let's get back with the first option. So I need to equal cos square theta is equal to 1 minus, if you transpose sine to that side, what it will become? This will become minus 1 minus sine square theta. That means option A is correct. Option A is correct. Of course, right? Next one. Cos square theta, this is wrong option. Cos square theta which not equal to 1 plus sine square theta. Just now I have proved with the example, right? Yeah. Next one. Tan square theta, it will be secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. This is also wrong, right? This is secant square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. But here they have given it's plus. Wrong one. Next. Tan square theta is equal to secant square theta plus 1. So let's check this. Minus tan square theta is equals to, so what I can write here? 1 minus secant square theta. But I want plus tan square theta, right? Tan square theta is equal to secant square theta minus 1. This should be minus 1. But here they have given it is plus 1. Obviously wrong. So option A will be the correct one. Right? Have a look onto it, so that we will be getting back to next one. Am I clear? Yeah. So we'll get back to next question now. Eighth question. Evaluate secant theta minus tan theta into secant theta plus tan theta. Right? What is the given question? Secant theta minus tan theta into secant theta plus tan theta. So what is the question here? This is in the form of this value I need to find out. It is clearly visible. This is in the form of a minus b into a plus b. Correct? This is a minus b and this is a plus b. So what is the formula? A minus b into a plus b formula is a square minus b square. Correct? So we have from this what we have? Secant square theta minus tan square theta. So what is the value of secant square theta minus tan square theta? It is 1. It is 1. Right? So am I clear with the question? So this is the trigonometric identity. Correct? So if it is clear, we'll get back to next one. Clear? Chalo. So what is the next question? Here we have a next question. Chalo. Evaluate means find. You need to find the value of 1 minus sin A by 1 plus sin A. I need to simplify this, right? I need to simplify this. So children, basically how will simplify? What are the methods to simplify this? One of the method is rationalization. So I hope you people are familiar with the rationalization. What do you mean by rationalization? Rationalizing is nothing but multiplying and dividing the numerator or denominator based on the given problem. Okay. So let's rationalize the denominator and I will express how we are doing the rationalization process. Let's check. So rationalizing the, what I am doing here? Rationalizing the denominator. Rationalizing denominator. Okay. So what I am going to do? 1 minus sin A, I will write the function as it is which is given, divided by 1 plus sin A. So denominator means I need to change the symbol of denominator fraction. So if it is 1 plus, I need to change it with the 1 minus. Right. So what I am going to write? 1 minus sin A divided by 1 minus sin A. The same, with the same term, I need to multiply and divide on both numerator and denominator. Clear? So in the next step, what I am going to do is 1 plus sin A into 1 minus sin A plus b into a minus b, which is a square minus b square. 1 square minus sin square A, and 1 minus sin A into 1 minus sin A is same. A into A is a square. So 1 minus sin A whole square. Correct? 1 minus sin A whole square. So what will be the next step of ours? 1 minus sin A whole square divided by 1 minus sin square A is a formula of cos square A. It is a formula of cos square A. So what I am going to do now? So here on both numerator and denominator 2 common ga undi. 2 common unnappudu em cheyochu? 1 minus sin A by cos A మొత్తానికి స్క్వేర్ కామన్ తీసేస్తాను. అర్థమవుతుందా? 1 minus sin A by cos A whole square is being taken out, right? So what I am doing now? So square root will get cancel. అంతేనా? సో ఇప్పుడు నాకు ఏం వస్తుంది? 1 minus sin A by cos A. అంతేనా? ఇంకా నాకు ఆప్షన్స్లో కనిపిస్తుందా? లేదు. It is not still visible. So for that reason, let's split the fraction. Let's pick the fraction. ఈ 1 minus sin A by cos A ఎలా రాయొచ్చు? 1 by cos A. ఇంకోటి ఏమవుతుంది? మైనస్ sin A by cos A. మైనస్ sin A by cos A. What is the value of 1 divided by cos A? Tell me. 1 by cos A, which is a reciprocal fraction of secant A. This is secant A. Sin A by cos A. What is the value of sin A by cos A? Which is tan A. Which is tan A. Can you see in the options? It's secant A minus tan A. 1 by cos A minus, this is cos square A. 1 by cos is secant A minus tan A. So this will be the answer. Done? So let's get back to next one. So what is my next question? What is the inverse of cosecant A? What is the inverse of cosecant A? Inverse of cosecant A is nothing but sin A. Whenever I taught you the concept of reciprocal functions, this will be the answer. 1 by cosecant A is equal to sin A, right? So next question. Sin theta by cos theta is equal to what? Sin theta by cos theta is equal to tan theta. This also we have discussed. Tan theta can be expressed as sin theta by cos theta. It will be a quotient relation. Just watch through the video, previous video, and then come back to this. It is belonging to quotient relation. I have explained you about this, right? Let's get back to 12th question. What is the question? The value of sin square 2 pi by 3 plus cos square 5 pi by 6 minus tan square 3 pi by 4, right? So what is the given question? The value of sin square 2 pi by 3 cos square 5 pi by 6 minus tan square 3 pi by 4. Correct. So let's find out the values of all these things and substitute all the values in the given question, right? So what is the first one? I need to find out sin square 2 pi by 3. So let's convert this into degrees. Okay, this is in radian format, right? So let's convert this. So what is the value? Sin square 2 into what is pi? Pi is 180 degree upon 3. So 3 ones 360 times, correct? So what you will have? Sin square 2 into 60 is 120 degrees, correct? Sin square 2 into 60 is 120 degrees. Let's find out sin 120 value. So how I can find out sin 120? Tell me. The nearest angle is 90 or 180. You can take anything you want. So if it is 90 degree plus 30 degree, how you are going to write? Sin 90 plus theta. 90 plus theta belong to second particular quadrant. In the second particular quadrant, sin value will become cos. But as it is an odd function, the particular trigonometric function will become changes. Correct? Yes or no? So what I am going to write? Sin is becoming cos square and this is as usual 30. What is the value of cos 30 value? Which is root 3 by 2 whole square. So value is 3 by 4 because root 3 value ka square is 3 and root 2 square is 4. Right. So let's find out cos square 5 pi by 6. So what is the next value? Cos square 5 pi by 6. Correct. So cos square as usual 5 into 180 degree upon 6 which is 30 times. Correct. So what we left over with? Cos square 150 degrees. So I need to find the value of cos square 150 degree. So what is the nearest allied angle? I can express 150 as 180 minus 30 degree. Yes or no? So how I can write this? Cos square 180 degree minus 30 degree. 180 degree minus 30 degree. Yes or no? So 180 minus theta belonging to, again it is also second quadrant. As it is an even multiple of 90, the function does not change. Correct. So what I am going to write here? Cos square remains cos square itself. The function does not change. It will be again cos square 30. So what is cos 30? Here itself I have written. So again it will be 3 by 4. Understood? So we left over with the last part which is tan 3 pi by 4. So tan 3 pi by 4 can be expressed as 3 into 180 by 4 is 45. So 45 into 3 is 135 degree. So I need to express tan 135 degree. Understood? So what is the nearest angle for 135 degree? Tell me. What is the nearest angle for tan 135? Of course, you can express it in the form of 90 plus 45 or 180 minus 45. 90 plus 45 or 180 minus 45. Either of these two you can express whatever you like. Right? So tan square which can be expressed in the form of 90 degree plus 45. So how you can express this? Tan 90 plus theta which is cot theta. Correct? Which is cot theta. So cot square 45 and this will become minus, right? Minus cot square 45. So cot, actually this value will become tan 90 plus theta which is cot theta, cot 45. Right? Cot 45 and 90 plus theta belong to second quadrant, and cot is becoming negative in the second quadrant. So it will become minus cot 45. What is the value of cot 45? It's 1. So it will become minus 1 ka square, which is minus 1. Understood? Am I clear with all these things? Just go through with it once. Yeah. So what is this? So all these things will substitute in this, right? So yeah. So what is the value of this? Sine square 2 pi by 3, which is, what is the value I got? 3 by 4. Correct? Again, plus cos square 5 pi by 6. Again you got 3 pi by 4. 3 by 4. Right? So this value I got 3 by 4. Cos square 5 pi by 6 also I got 3 by 4. Next is minus. What is tan square 3 pi by 4 I got? Minus 1 square is plus 1. So this is minus 1. Correct? Am I clear with this? See. Take out 4 as LCM. 3 plus 3 minus 4. 3 plus 3 minus 4. Am I clear? So let's recheck the substitution part. First is sine square 2 pi by 3. If anybody is not clear, just look at me. Sine square 2 pi by 3, which is 3 by 4. So that particular value I have substituted here. Right? Next, again, cos square 5 pi by 3. Again, what I need to do? I have substituted 3 by 4 again here. Right? So what is the next part I have left over with? Tan square 3 pi by 4. Let's begin. 3 pi by 4, 135 degree, 90 plus 45. Tan 90 plus theta is cot theta. Right? So it will be minus cot theta. Squaring of that will become plus 1. Correct? Squaring of that will become minus 1 ka square is plus 1. So right, minus of minus is plus. So this will become plus 4. Just add all this together. 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, 10. 10 by 4 is actually 5 by 2. Is actually 5 by 2. Is it correct? Is it correct? No, right? It is not correct. But look at the options, whatever where you have committed a mistake. Just look at the options. If anybody is going to share me, let's see. Is it correct? No, right? So where we have committed a mistake, if you did a problem like this, it will goes wrong. I just want to tell you, when you are calculating tan 3 pi by 4, you should be very much clear up to this, right? So it will be tan 135 degree. Tan 90 plus 45 degree. You are expressing 135 as 90 plus 45. So be cautious. Don't do these type of mistakes. Got it, children? So tan 90 plus theta is nothing but which particular quadrant it is lying? 90 plus theta is second quadrant. In the second quadrant, tan is becoming negative. Right? So if it is negative, the answer will be minus 1 square. Right? Minus 1 square is obviously it will be minus 1 into minus 1, which is plus 1. Am I correct? Minus 1 into minus 1, which is plus 1. So I need to substitute plus 1 here, but plus into minus is minus here. Don't do minus into minus. Don't keep this minus like that. Right? So this will be minus then. Correct. 3 plus 3 is 6 minus 4 by 2. By 4, correct. 6 minus 4 is 2 by 4, which is 1 by 2. So what I am going to say is even a negative minus 1 square is plus 1. Please keep that in your brain. Do not keep minus here. If you are keeping minus here, the entire problem will goes wrong. See, you will get 5 by 2. Right? It is minus 1 whole square, which is plus 1. Plus into minus is minus 1. That means you need to substitute this particular thing. So what will be the correct option? Which is 1 by 2. Am I clear? Right? So I just want to rectify that. Some of my students have committed a mistake over that particular extent. So I just want to clarify the difference between minus 1 square and minus 1 ka whole square. Did you got the difference? If it is minus 1 square, that is different. It is minus 1 square is different. Minus 1 whole square is different. Right? So, clear? We'll get back to next question. What is my next question? The value of sine square pi by 18 right? Plus sine square pi by 9 plus sine square 7 pi by 9 plus sine square 4 pi by 9 is what? Right? So we are given this particular question, we'll find it out. So what is the question? Sine square pi by 9, pi by 18. Next, sine square pi by 9. Next, sine square 7 pi by 18. Next, sine square 4 pi by 9. Correct? It's 4 pi by 9. Yes or no? So I'll do some changes so that our problem will be solved. I'll write sine square pi by 18 as usual. I will not change anything. Sine square pi by 9, I'll multiply and divide with 2. Okay? This thing I'll multiply and divide with 2. So what it will become? Plus sine square 2 pi by 18. Okay? Sine square 7 pi by 18 I will write as it is. Nothing I will be doing. Okay? I will write as it is. Why I am doing this? You will come to know in the next point. Okay? So 4 pi by 9 again I am multiplying and dividing with it 2. So sine square again 4 pi into 2 is 8 pi by 18. So am I clear with this? So if you could have observed this particular step, so if I add pi by 18 plus 8 pi by 18, I will regroup these both together and I will regroup these both together. What is the result I am going to get? So see, sine square pi by 18 plus sine square 8 pi by 18. I am just adding these both together. So what is the result I am going to get? Just see. Pi by 18 plus 8 pi by 18, if I add only these together, right, 18 is the LCM, pi plus 8 pi, which is 9 pi by 18, 9 pi by 18, right. So 9 ones are 9 twos are, which can be furtherly simplified and it can be written in the form of pi divided by 2. Pi divided by 2 means it is equal to 90 degree, correct? It is equal to 90 degree. So just look at this step, child. See, sine square, if you are taking these two angles, sine square A plus sine square B, what is the result I am going to get? Sine square A plus sine square B is equal to 90 when A and B are complementary angle, when A and B are complementary angles. So what are the values of sine square A plus sine square B? Do you remember whenever I taught you the concept of complementary and supplementary angles, we derived many relations. So if anybody is not clear with this, you just go through with that video and then watch this. Done. So sine square A plus sine square B is equals to always equal to 1. Do you remember, children? If A and B any times it will be equal to 90, then we have a beautiful result. Sine square A plus sine square B is always equals to 1. Done. So from as per that result, what is this particular value will become? 1, right? So this and this, if I take, I am getting 1. So we left over with these both, right? So let me add 2 pi by 18 plus 2 pi by 18 plus 7 pi by 18. 18 is the LCM. 2 pi plus 7 pi is what? 18 is the LCM. 2 pi plus 7 pi is again 9 pi by 18. So again I am getting pi by 2 if I add these both together, right? So again that value is also becoming 1. 1 plus 1. So this value is becoming 1 and this value is becoming 1. 1 plus 1, the answer is equals to 2. So do you found it in options? Yes, of course it is option 1. It is option 1. So chalo. So I hope all from 1 to 13 questions are clear for you from worksheet 5. So in our next class, we are going to discuss about the concept of quotient relations, and also we will discuss about the eliminating theta values and also remaining problems of worksheet 5. I ask you to go through with the video once and then you can come back to this, right? I hope everybody is clear with the worksheet problems. Number 5 worksheet, 1 to 13 problems are clear. So bye bye.